Hi everybody, welcome back. My name's Nicholas. Today we're going to be spending time in the gravel garden, the gravel pit garden. I don't know, nothing's stuck yet. I don't know what to call it. The raised bed garden, I guess. And I'm a little late, but what we're going to do is start some pumpkins. And that means we have to take down the sweet peas. I don't feel bad about it. I've gotten some beautiful scents from it. I had never smelled a sweet pea before, and they did really well, and they're really tall, but they're starting to turn, and then I'm like, I need to get the pumpkins in as soon as possible. So let me just show you what we're going to do real quick. So here I have two beds, raised beds from Vigo Garden, and I have their trellis-arbor in between. And I grew sweet peas in my greenhouse, and then I put them here so that we could walk through this beautiful smelling arch. And they have done really well, but as you can see, they're like starting to get kind of ratty at the bottom. And I need them to come out so that we can move on. And what we're gonna do, I'm so excited about it, is we're gonna grow pumpkins so that they can grow up and dangle down. And I know that sounds far-fetched, but it can be done. Like, it can be done. So I have 4 different pumpkins, I think, seeds. Let me grab them real quick and we'll talk about them. I do. I have 4 different types. So we're going to be pushing it on some of these, but I don't need them to be full, like ready to go pumpkins by a certain time. I just would like them at some point this fall, in like October or something, late September, October, to have some like something hanging. That's what my goal is. So I'll pop pictures on the screen so that you can see what these look like and what my plan is. The first one is a Pipsqueak PMR F1. I don't know. They're going to look really cool. And it does say it's 100 days to maturity. And so we have like all of July, August, September. That's 90 days. So I think that that's okay. I think that sometime in October, they'll be what I want them to be. So maybe I'm not too late, but we'll see. Only time will tell. The next one I got is Long Island cheese. These are 108 days to maturity. The next one, Marina di Chioggia. 100 days. And then these ones I'm very excited about, and I think that these will for sure do what I'm wanting. And if I just strategically place these ones around, I'll at least have something. These are black bears, and these only take 80 days. I got all of my seeds from Johnny's. They have a great selection. So what we're going to do is cut down all of these sweet peas, pull them off. And I do have, I'll show you once we can see them, twine that is, I've like woven in this trellis so that the stuff was easier to climb up. And I would imagine that these things are like stuck onto the twine. So we probably have to cut all the twine off and everything and restring it, but I don't know. So I'm gonna go grab my pop-up bag so that I have something to throw these sweet peas in, and maybe I can make an arrangement to, or just like a bloom arrangement with what we're cutting down. And we might potentially do something after, but we'll just see how long this takes. that's one side done, and I actually am not going to need to redo the twine. And for some reason I thought it was going to be way harder than that, but they came out really easy. I just have to clean up the ground a little bit and wash some of the dirt off of the raised beds, but it was easy. But the next side has a bunch of sweet peas at the top. I did get some off of this one, but there's a lot on this other side. So the sweet peas are cleared out. I cleaned the area, and now I think like the twine is okay, but it is a little bit loose, and I think that it's going to need to like be really tight for these pumpkins. So I'm going to cut it off and just restring it up real quick. This next part is going to be very easy. So I have 4 different types, and I'm just going to divide them up. So I kind of want, I don't know, I might do one maybe of each on each side. Let me show you what I mean by that. So since I have 4 types, there are technically 4 posts, or yeah, like 1, 2, 3, 4. So I might do like number 1 here, number 2 there, number 3 there, number 4 there, and then on this side, just to make sure that they're not the exact same, I might do like 1 back here, 2, 3, 4, if that makes sense to you, so that there's a variety and it's not like one type hangs right here, another type right there, another type. So I kind of want them mixed up. So it's going to be, like I said, really easy. I'm going to just sprinkle some biotone in a row, and then I'm going to make with my finger a hole about 1 inch deep, and then I'm going to put 2 to 3 seeds per hole, and then if more come up, I'll just make sure that there's only 1 left. It's going to be easy. So the front one on this side will be the back one on that side. So I just need to remember how I do it so I can do them correctly. But in the front right here, I'm going to do the black bear one because I think that's going to be, it's the shortest day, and I think that it's just going to look really cool in the front. Okay, that's done and that feels good. And like I said, I do think that we'll have pumpkins when I want pumpkins. But there's another thing I think that we can get done today with Mom's help. And I still have like rudbeckias. I have a couple dahlias. There's some mahogany splendor hibiscus, lavender. Like there's a bunch of stuff. I don't want to plant all of it, but I think we need to get some stuff planted. And I don't know where it's going to go yet, but I'm going to grab my auger and I'm going to try to zip a bunch of holes and have Mom help me plant them, because they're just going to go to waste if I don't find somewhere to put them. I do have that big flower bed in front of my greenhouse now, so I'm thinking we could probably put a bunch of stuff there. So maybe that's what we'll focus on. Maybe we'll try to make a scheme with this front flower bed. I don't want it to be too busy right now, but if we do some like key things, certain places, like I have 2 lavenders and 2 dusty millers, that would be nice next to each other probably. Maybe we could put the dahlias here, although I don't remember what color they are. Maybe like an apricot. I have an echinacea. There's 2 boxwoods. Like I just have stuff that needs to go in. So let me set the camera up and see if we can place some stuff, and we'll go from there. Sorry about that. My phone died. So lucky mom's here because I was able to use hers. So let's continue and show you what we got done. To start, it doesn't really look like much, but I'll show you as soon as I start to see little sprouts come up. There was a total of 8 planting spots. So could you imagine just pumpkins dangling from there? It's gonna be so cute. And I know that I need to put the twine higher up too, but I just did it to here for now, and then I'll do it higher up when I have time later on. After we did that, we decided to plant some of the leftovers that I have. So I put 3 mahogany splendor hibiscus here. I know they get big. I just don't know if they'll get their full size here, and they're an annual. So I just grouped 3 together, and I think that letting them grow together in like just a big shrub will be nice because it'll block the secret garden from the front view, which I want to find something that will permanently do that. And I actually really like the red leaves here, so maybe I can find something with red leaves to do that. And then we ended by planting like everything else in this bed. So there are, I don't even know, I could count, hold on. There are 13 rudbeckias here. It's a mix between cherry brandy and caramel or caramel. I like both of them a lot, and I think that they'll look nice in this area. I have 2 new look Dusty Millers to bring a little pop of white. And then I have 2 Purple Prince Alternantheras, and they'll create like a shrub right there because they like mound up and get kind of big. And then I have 2 dahlias. These are the something joy, Kim Joy something something. I'll put it on the screen, but they're like an apricot-y, yellowy, orangey something or other, and it'll all look really great together color wise, I think. So that's going to be it today because it's getting a little windy, and yeah, we have had like rain showers on and off all day, so it's nice to have things wrapped up and be able to go in and relax now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't get discouraged if you do things later than what's expected, because you could still have time, and I truly think we'll be fine with the pumpkins. So only time will tell. But I'll see you guys very soon. Keep learning and keep growing.